and 3. Now for the last one. Again, this ain't the right way to do it. I just pull the whole shift connector out because that's fucking broken anyway. That's stuck all the way down there because something on the shift lever, I forget what it was, I looked at it last time, but basically well, maybe broke it, but let's get it replaced anyway. Yeah, I reckon it works. What's going on, everybody? So today we're working on this thing. A little while ago I had the shift tube break, the tube that runs down the steering column here that actually pulls the shift cable to put it in gear. I was doing some tree work up at my uncle's house, and basically this thing's just a piece of shit. So neutral safety switch is stiff as fuck, caused the shift tube to break. Had to replace the shift tube, didn't have what I needed to actually replace the shift tube the right way, didn't have the neutral safety switch to replace, so I put a shift tube in it without the right stuff, and because of that it's just, let's down so y'all can see, I ain't fucking fly a plane with this thing, it's fucking sloppy. So they were taking it back apart, getting the right stuff put in it, replacing the neutral safety switch, and just getting it back to functional gear shifting, because I mean this thing's never going to be perfect. It's a fucking truck I got for 1,500 bucks. Rust everywhere, more rust than truck at this point, and yeah, it's a shit box. You know, I'm not gonna dump a bunch of money into making it right. It's a 5.4 gasser. It's not even a diesel. If it was a diesel I'd consider it, but it's not. So we're gonna do what we can and make it last as long as we can. But this truck, had it a couple years, it doesn't owe me a thing at this point. It's been a good girl for me. So let's get tools out, we'll get to it. Got a new tool, thanks to my in-laws. Happy birthday, me. So I work for a company called Fleet Pride, heavy duty parts for semi trucks and whatnot, but we're a Milwaukee dealer, and right now this month we have some pretty damn good deals going for Milwaukee, honestly. So if you're a Milwaukee guy, go check it out. A couple of good bundle packages, M12 and M18, and nothing worth taking a look at. Tools are there. Let's go ahead and start with getting the dashboard taken apart. You can see the main problem I'm having right now is that basically because of the neutral safety switch and everything being jerry-rigged, it doesn't like to go in the park. And if it doesn't go in the park, I can't get the key out. So everything becomes a bit of a bitch at that point. Yeah, I'm trying out a new head strap instead of using the chest mount. Try and give y'all some slightly better angles. So I'm sorry if I have it pointed wrong and you can't see shit. bitch. The knife's inside. Let's get a screwdriver. I hate working blind. Sometimes you gotta do it to get things in position. Turn on fucking flashers too. Come on, why are you being a bitch? Stop being a bitch. There you go. Alright, dashboard's out. Now, if I remember right, it's gonna be T28s all the way down. Shut up. Let's go with the 1/4 inch. T25, sorry, not 28. Alright, next thing on the list, need 10 millimeters to pull the Speedo. I think they're 10s. I'll grab an 8.2 just to be safe, because like we saw in the last episode, just looking at a size is generally not my strong suit. Let's go with 10 first. Nope, it is an 8. I think I grabbed that. Really? Smaller than an 8. Go fuck yourself. That's just the way it is. Seven's a little bit loose, but 6 is going to be too small. Oh, what do I have in the standard spectrum of things? Let's try 1/4 and 9/32. Let's go with the 9/32 first. That's better. 9/32 it is. Now, once I pull this, because there's actually a piece of plastic that goes down. Oh, there's a fucking acorn in my steering column. This piece of plastic goes down over top of this. Now, the right way to actually do this job is to pull the whole steering column and do it that way. There's a shit box. We're not going to do that. On top of that, the previous owner before me, well, he was a shit box too. And so he already did the cheat code that I'm going to show you to get to it without having to pull the steering column. So, makes it so I don't have to be a shitbag. He'll take the shitbag title for me. And we'll just roll with it. If you're gonna ask me how do you take the steering column off, well, I don't know. I've never done it. I did it the cheap way and the easy way. So best of luck to you if you want to do it the right way. I'm not your guy. And I'm sure there's a video somewhere out there of someone that is your guy. They'll tell you how to do it. Come on now. Get on out of there. There's one. Two and three. Now for the last one. Again, this ain't the right way to do it. I just pull the whole shift connector out because that's fucking broken anyway. That's stuck all the way down there because something on the shift lever, I forget what it was, I looked at it last time, but basically something wasn't right and it was making it to where I couldn't fix it, and I'm not gonna replace it because I can just count clicks. Alright, so this is what I was talking about with that cheat code. Tuck these back up here so they're out the way. Oh, come on now, get in there. So this is that piece of plastic I was talking about, and normally you have to drop the steering column here in order to get to this, but what you can do is just cut this and pull it back out the way, and ta-da, yeah, makes it nice and easy. So we're gonna go ahead and take these bolts off, and then there's a couple bolts down here that I have to get from the other side. So let's do that and we'll get this thing removed. Oh, gotta unplug this too, actually. Oh, forgot how big of a bitch this one is. I don't even know if I unplugged this last time. I think I did. I don't know. We'll figure that one out in a second. That's the overdrive switch for the gear shifter. $225. Nope, $230. Grab both of these. Let's get a screwdriver too. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that on taking that overdrive switch off. It's 27, a little loose, 30, that's the one. There's 3 brackets to take off. These 2 that cover the bushings, and then this piece here, which is actually, when you go to shift it, that tick 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 you feel is actually this bar here rubbing up against this. That's what gives you the feedback so you know where you're at. And at the moment mine's not doing that, and I'll show you why in a couple minutes when I get there. Let's finish getting this tube pulled first. Alright, sorry about that. Wife's away for a month doing her Christmas job where she puts up all the, like, the displays at malls and zoos and stuff like that. So she wanted me to call, make sure she was up. And y'all don't need that information. Another one. Hey, this head strap's nice. I keep fucking bumping my head on things now. I'm sure y'all are gonna hear in the video, but at least y'all can see. Otherwise, you'd just be staring at the Ford symbol on the steering wheel. Fuck it, we'll leave it there. Alright, let's get up underneath here and get these lower bolts pulled. You like my e-brake? Works really well. I'm gonna have to use a torch driver on you. I think I might have to use a torch driver on that one. Alright, I own 2 sets of snap-on tools. That's it. I have torch drivers and I have a set of words. I know words. I have a set of snap ring pliers that are snap-on. That is all I have ever bought from them. That's all I ever will buy from them because they're just fucking crooks. Overpriced shit. And yeah, they're good tools. I'm not saying they're not. But you really don't need them unless you're beating the shit out of them every single day. And I'm just not. I'm sorry if I'm fucking with the camera a lot. It's sliding on my head and I want to make sure y'all can see things. I should tighten it down a little bit. That's free. let's work on getting this overdrive switch out. Oh, I'm just a dipshit. Again. Cool. Alright. Alright, and that's your shift tube. That's all it is, right there. Obviously this rides on the steering column, and then you have the bracket that I just unscrewed underneath that ties into this, and that's what actually pulls the shift cable. Now, the jerry rig I was talking about, because this pin was missing when I replaced it last time. So this is actually just a screw from an old leaf blower I had. So we're gonna get that fixed the right way. I gotta put this spring in so it doesn't play as much, because what happens is this wears down and it gets a lot of slop up here. That's out. What I don't know is where the spring actually goes in at. So we'll figure that out together. I think maybe it goes down on the bracket. Maybe. We'll see. Let's try the spring first. It is an OEM spring, it's the only way I could find it. I doubt this is where it goes. Let's see. Yep. Come on now. Why are you gay? Let's start with the upper. We'll figure out the lower one in a second. Whoopsies. which way this thing goes in. Park. Yeah, that's right there. Hammer and tap, tap, tap. And I'm gonna hide my license plate from y'all. Choose them. Oh. She's starting to go. All right. Cool. We got it. A few more taps. Yeah, a couple more taps for good measure. She ain't going nowhere. This in my pocket. Let's feed this on in. Quit being a bitch. put just the top bracket on so it's secure enough that I can go mess with that bracket down bottom and try and figure out this spring issue. Yeah, I'm a retard. Go! Oh, fuck it, we got this here. This will work for this one. Two bolts. Again, what I don't know is how exactly this spring secures onto the shift linkage. Well, my hypothesis is that basically it goes right there in between the two. So we're gonna try it and see. Alright, that's on. Got the spring in. It's springing. Cool. Got the ratchet. Get the rest of this stuff bolted back up. Don't you love when a plan comes together? If you didn't catch that finesse, this bracket's supposed to be under this hole. Because of the tension on the rod, I couldn't get it in place. And so I just popped the rod back and it popped it right in place for me. these down. Done. Let's get this last bracket on here. Like, stay out my fucking way, please. That was almost bad. Start without the fucking so it goes. And now the key comes out. Let's get the speedo back in. Just a little bit easier on myself. You dirty bitch. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one. I don't know what movie that's from. It's one of my favorite fucking scenes I've ever seen. It's a gay couple comes out, woman's trampsing on the dude's garden, and just, my marigold, you bitch! Now we got you, you fucking dirty slut. Woo! We're getting somewhere. That one's in. That one's in. That one's breaking. That one's also breaking, but fuck it, it's in. Alright, let's get the dashboard put back together now. Ignore my wiring. Never said I was good at this. Radio next. Go ahead and straighten this up just a bit. Don't you break on me. This thing has a shit sound system. Yep, I think they may have broke. Should still connect. Yeah, this thing has a shitty sound system, and I put a little. So it started out as just a shit fire. There's words I know. It started out as just a bazooka tube, classic little, you know, shitty 50-watt subwoofer, and I took that out. I put in, I forget what brand. It's a good brand, but it's a 6.5 inch sub, and it hits pretty well, honestly. All things considered, for being a 6.5, it's not too bad. White to white. Blue red. Go in. Fascia. Perfect? No, but it's not gonna be. Still got a little up and down slap. I'll go down and torque the nuts, but it's probably the shift cable, honestly. You're just gonna be bouncing this down. Oh, there it goes. Runs well, it's just at idle sometimes it'll start clogging up. You gotta clear it out. Not bad for a little 6.5. Oh, fucker. Always issues with this one. Radio is always the one that gives me fucking issues in taking this thing apart. are you not clipping in now, you whore? Oh, fuck it. You're just gonna stay out. I don't give a shit. Alright. That's one part of the job done. Next is the neutral safety switch. And we'll take a couple minute break. I'll see y'all back here.